It's disconcerting to see so many savages around Sunfall. Rumor has it they're in Bahavas' employ.
Avad's a murderer, after all. Another savage. At least it's not as bad as Meridian.
Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network will... To the Citadel, Aloy.
It's better than living
I'll
amongst
check back with you in a
traitors.
moment. In the meantime, circulate.
How come...
We'll be back in Meridian soon enough. Keep people from their birthright forever. I fear this ceasefire is a ruse. Avad's a murderer, after all. Are we to take him at his word?
Outlanders! If you want to hear about today's... What are you waiting around for, Outlander? Bounties are announced inside.
Probably kill us all.
Can we really trust savages to show loyalty to our cause? Even if they are getting paid?
By the glory of the sun revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King, the light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law!
I command Lucius Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think? Love your hair.
Not only did the wretch conspire to
You and I need to chat, little huntress. The green tent down in Shadowside. I'll be waiting.
Kinda busy.
And in doing so, demonstrated wanton disregard for the safety
We both know
of
you're
the
no killer
king's
for hire.
subjects.
Uthid is innocent. So come see me
Go forth then,
while there's still
outlanders,
time to save
and
him.
do the will of the sun.
So, the way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the sun ring from on high.
Still,
Well, the Kestrels.
grandfather seemed healthy.
Ah, they want us to see
I
this,
trust you
boy.
can at least pretend
It
to
makes
respect your
quite an
betters.
impression.
My uncle passed away in the night. But just yesterday, he seemed well enough. Uthid owes us an explanation.
They call me Savage Tarav, protector of Lucenba.
Protector or enforcer?
Depends on where the shadow falls. Now, on your way.
There's gotta be more to this Uthid story than we're hearing.
I am Relentless Shivan. I guard the High Priest.
From what?
Whatever troubles him. So don't.
I am Merciful Eustace, Shield of Bahavas.
Merciful.
My enemies die fast.
Another Nora outside the sacred land.
I hunt with
Banishment
Kikuk.
is a
Speak with him if you must.
You're not known to Kikuk's killers.
Maybe.
Only laments.
Ah, charming.
Warmth is for weakness.
Haven't you noticed all the empty tents lately? It's like people are just
Nora.
vanishing.
It's more complicated than that.
Yes. Keep that in mind.
Why did they cast...
Murder.
I hear folks keep disappearing in the night. Deserters, if you ask me. Good riddance. Blades for hire, sneaking
This is
around,
insane.
sniffing
You're
out
gonna watch some...
Hardly.
They're going
Another
to see me.
manhunt.
You
How many men...
underestimate
Oh,
the ease of hiding in plain
first
sight.
impressions make the sale.
The balustrade.
This isn't your first job for the...
Scared of their own shadows, Carja, more like. They spit on me, but the shards are... Look at those nobles. I say noble, but you can't dress up. Sunfall is a...
Shouldn't you all be setting...
Have you never done that? Just take a load off, and watch us see...
Do you think Uth...
I hope so. It'll make it more dangerous.
over...
You let all these thoughts in. If they say a lie...
Farewell, Od...
Good hunting. If I should have cause to kill you, you won't...
Oh, thanks.
If you've got a problem with me, talk to Odin. If he can stand his breath.
Behave yourself, Outlander, or we'll toss you in the ring.
Who does Avad think he's for?
Other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride. I'll come back later. That woman said to meet her at a green tent down in the camp.
Can you trust?
Might be worth a visit.
Whatever work the mercenaries are doing. How can you just decide not to strike back against the usurpers?
Come to gawk at our exile? Let's see you gawk when we finally retake Meridian. My family is starving. Avad will have to answer for that eventually.
This ceasefire? It's a nice idea, but what's the point?
I used to see Uthin sharing his rations.
The food is from Dowager Queen Nasadi, little ones. Her Highness knows times are hard and helps when she can. Eat, but bring some home for your families, if you have one. I've heard whispers about you. Rides machines, fancy spear, delightful freckles. Some even say you have a conscience. How extraordinary.
Who are you? You're obviously not one of the Shadow Karja.
My name is Vanasha. For now, all you need to know is that I'm a whisper of reason in this howling pit of insanity.
I know how that feels.
I'm sure you do. And so does Uthid. He's a good man, so naturally the Shadow Karja want to murder him. I've done some digging, and I think he's headed for the Green Climb. It won't take those mercenaries long to find him. He could use some help, if you're so inclined.
Stop being evasive and tell me who you really are.
Stop being evasive? You might as well tell me to stop being charming. It's impossible, but I like you. So I'll tell you a secret. I have friends in Meridian, and Uthid might be...
How do you know Uthid is innocent?
I'm excellent at making inquiries. Look, he feeds... The idea that he would try to kill Edelman is... Otherwise, Bahavas wouldn't risk marking such a well...
What makes you think he's on the Green Climb?
He knows he'll be pursued, so he needs a hideout that's both familiar and he once single-handedly held off an entire bandit clan in those foothills. My guess is that he'll fall back on what worked.
I'll do what I can.
What about...
What will you do while I risk my life?
Useful things, little hunt. I'm flattered you want to chat more, but if we're gonna...
I've gotta go.
You really...
I saw this child yesterday in camp. I counted each of her ribs through a scanner.
fascinating, if they weren't looking for me. Three dead trees, just like Vanasha said. Let's see if Uthid came through here. These tracks lead up that rise. Must be the green climb. Quick truck stop here. Time to climb. All right, made it. Where did you go, Uthid? food scraps. I'll bet Uthid stopped to see if he was being followed. He must have kept going. I've got to catch up. A dead machine. Uthid's been hunting. Everything useful has been stripped. Uthid's been gathering components, probably for ammo. Glenn talks. Okay. To scavenge. Right on target. My focus might see something here. Everything useful has been stripped. Check the area with my focus, maybe. Can my focus show me anything? Could use my focus. See what it turns up. You're not gonna be the one to stop me. All right, back to England. Where do you go from here? Uthid took down a Ravager. Not an easy kill, but worth it for the parts. Dead Watchers. More scrap for Uthid's stockpile.
The next one doesn't miss.
Uthid?
You're young for a bounty hunter. Or am I old for a soldier?
I'm not here for the price on your head, Uthid. I believe you're innocent.
Innocent? Come on, then. If this is a trick, it's a good one. You've earned your kill.
First comes cold. And the snowfall. No tricks. Just talk.
All right.
I want to know what happened at Sunfall.
All right. For weeks, each dawn in the tent city came with a new death. The old, the infirm, sometimes the young. Those who couldn't fight for the cause.
Who would do such a thing?
They thought it was a curse, an evil spirit. But it was only It took time to catch him, but we did. We brought him before Baha.
The High Priest Bahavas? He's...
Yes. He thanked me for my diligence, then had his guards release the villain. You see? It was he who ordered. Then they turned on us. Should have died with my men, so their loyalty meant something. 20 malice and murder.
If it's honor you seek...
Those Karja, others did worse.
Uthid, I don't...
Perhaps. Avad does...
Perhaps he...
Now you sound like...
I can believe you're a good man. But why go with the Shadow?
Because of Itaman, of course. He was the one...
Itaman's just a child.
Yes. An untainted vessel. But they used him. Used our faith.
I can see that. Bahavas didn't need to...
I met someone...
What are you? You look like a hunter. Mercenaries. Think they'll all line up to tell me I'm innocent?
Should have stayed on the plains, Karja! The mountains belong to us! Kikuk's killers! When we're done with you, you won't even leave an echo!
You didn't make it hard to be followed. Almost as if you wanted to go out in a showdown.
Not much gets by you.
Come on, gents, let's... Get her! Last thing you'll ever see. Hide if you want to live. Move in. We'll send the rest as soon as they arrive. We still got another squad on the way. It's up to you now, men. Rally, we can still...
That won't be the last. Follow me. I've stashed supplies up above. Up and over. Grab what you can while we still have time.
A robust defense is the most satisfying to break. All right, Marvels. We brought the priest out here, so let's put on a show for him.
I know that, Hood. We've unfinished business, Bahavas and I. This will be difficult. I think you rallied to a lost cause.
I don't intend to die today, Uthid.
I did. But you're starting to change my mind.
To your left, but my marvels thrive first. Step it up, boys.
I need to finish you off.
Get your hands there. Burn your head.
Yeah!
Nowhere to run now.
O sun, shine upon us.
Ready to die? Got you now.
Stand before us. Fall beneath us.
I can kill you from right here. Keep at it. you with my eyes.
That's the last of the marvels.
Bahavas thought he had enough fodder to keep him safe. Now there's hope for justice. Will you come with me? Bahavas thought he had enough fodder to keep him safe. Now there's hope for justice. Will you come with me? This won't be easy. Bahavas still has his personal guard. Across there and we'll have him.
I had to come here myself to end your suffering, Uthid, and mine. The Outlanders led us here, and now that they are dead, their price is most affordable. But enough with needles. It's time for blades. Remove them from the sun's sight.
Fight.
Make it hurt as the shadow falls upon them. Fight to them.
Upon you.
The sun sets on your pathetic life, Uthid. Count yourself lucky. I tell you nothing. I shan't let you fall. Kill the traitor! Kill Lenora!
We'll get up to his perch.
Whatever deal you worked out with him, I'll double it. More than double it.
No. I'm tired of this, Bahavas. The lies and the violence and your cheap scented oils. I don't suppose you'd kill yourself.
I had to. I had to. Prune the weak, or all the Karja in Shadow are doomed.
This solves nothing. But may the sun find some worth among your drying bones.
That was quite a fireworks show.
You took your time?
I was busy. What do you think happened to Yun Shund, the other mercenary band? And I had to organize passage to Meridian for a wanted man. Give us a moment, Uthid. Girl talk. You've had quite a day. I never imagined Bahavas would blunder into his own trap. Remember Edaman and Nasadi? The Child King and his mother guarded like hostages. With Bahavas gone, no one will be watching them. I want to get them out. And?
Kidnapping the Sun King of the Shadow Karja.
It's not kidnapping.
How do you know that?
I've been posing as Nasadi's handmaiden. She's scared.
Why do you care?
Edaman is the Shadow Karja's figurehead. If he'd beyond that, he's just... It wasn't very good.
What's going to happen?
Don't worry. Hopefully he...
What's going to...
Oh, best of all...
What do you need?
With Bahav, find my friend.
If this...
Contingent.
Hell...
The Nora said you would help me.
I think I'll take a moment with Bahavas. Remember.
What makes you think Avad will welcome me after I served his enemy? I am in your debt, Hunter.
A fork. This must be where Nassan was supposed to check in.
Just think. Those usurpers are sneaking up the streets.
Here they come. That's it. Nothing to see here. These will keep. You're Three-Toe Huadiv, right? Vanasha sent me. What happened?
I got clear a path for the little did we.
Why do you think Vanasha swindled you?
My crew came to Sunfall because we heard the bounties. It's my own damn.
So Vanasha needed safe passage for Nasadi and Ida.
She made it sound so sweet and easy. Turns out.
Something attacked you from.
Oh, you picked. I want it. Tunnels. I barely.
Vanasha.
You're not. You might. That's all I can offer. Second thoughts about being murdered.
I need to get.
You sure do. By the radiant sun, I can't believe it. I thought that evil rock jaw would grind you up. After that miracle, all we can do is wait. Vanasha will be here soon, along with a boat that'll take the royals across the lake.
Ah, little huntress. Glad you accepted my invitation to play bodyguard. Where are your manhood, Eve? It looks like something chewed you up and spat you out.
That's pretty much exactly what happened.
The way is clear. Can we go?
I like how you always cut to the chase. In this case, literally. It won't be long before we're followed. Don't be afraid, Your Radiance. We've got excellent protection. Oh dear, here come the Shadow Carja, and they're very angry with me.
I'll hold them off.
Very noble of you, but when I start a fuss, I like to finish it. Not that your assistant isn't welcome. Huadiv, get Idaman and his mother to the shore. Carefully. So it comes to this. I must say, after 2 years under the heel of these zealots, I'm ready to extract a little blood. Some traps would be nice. Shall we prepare a little surprise for them? Are you sure you don't have any traps, little huntress? Take cover up there, behind that rock. Here they are. Let's make it quick, shall we?
Is something out there? Eyes on me, brothers!
Well, that was entertaining. But I suspect we're not done. More of the bastards. Get ready. Don't let them see you coming! I'll make sure you feel every blow.
Farewell, fool. Shadow take you.
Well now, seems I worked up a bit of a sweat. Done already? Pity. I don't want to jinx it, but we might be in the clear. A bit late, aren't we, gentlemen?
Sorry, ma'am. The boat's waiting.
Damn, I spoke too soon.
This one's mine. Get to the boat.
You know, this time I think I might be out of my league. If anything happens to her, I will be very cross.
We're not going anywhere.
set this here. Tuck that away.
Not exactly a royal barge, is it? Oh well, defectors can't be choosers. Let's get aboard, shall we? You've done a good thing. Maybe even ended a war.
Maybe. But my war just keeps going.
Edaman, my brother, welcome home. You have nothing to fear. You are now under the protection of the Sundom. My protection. As is your mother, she will not be harmed. You have my word, the law of the sun. Aloy, it seems I see your influence everywhere. You've done so much for the Sundom, and it will always be appreciated. You have my thanks. May you walk in the light.
Appalling. I spent 2 years in the Forbidden West setting this up, and the redhead gets all the credit?
I'm still getting paid, right?
You'll be lucky if I let you live. I couldn't have done this without you. When we meet again, I'll give you a proper thanks. I promise.
I thought something of odd would... sitting on his hand, but he got the prince out with help from his spies. You'll like what I have for sale.
Won't cost you a shard just to look. You'll regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it.
Of the Hunter's Lodge. So, she played by the rules and won.
I've got all the best goods here.
Check out these wares.
Fine goods for a fair price. These aren't goods, they're necessities.
Traitors. The whole tribe of them.
Don't look to me for help. My duty is to guard.
We're letting the Oseram take Dervahl? Don't give him a rap on the knuckles and let him go.
Won't cost you a shard just to look. You'll regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it. Buy what you need, leave you a shard just to look.
Best goods here.
Not without Edaman to guide us. One day, our Sun King is here. The next, he's gone. It's like some horrible dream.
One day, our Sun King is here. The next, he's gone. Leave. Soon.
You do well to keep to yourself.
Head back to the throne room, Outlander. You're making yourself a nuisance.
Time to talk to Outlander.
Behave yourself, Outlander, or we'll toss you in the ring.
I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure. As year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello?
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the Earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobek here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
I underestimated you. But by now,
Guess you can't have everything.
That will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
Can't be too prepared.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller room.
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret superweapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a superweapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. And here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating. Waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day. The day that life on Earth ceases to exist is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it. Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
Accurate,
What is
yes.
this place? Tomb?
discuss?
Whew. So Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bubble serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations.
You previously worked for Faro Automated Systems. You previously... Want to discuss?
Is...
Welcome to Project...
She went that way.
I think there is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things? I know that there's already a lot to take in. In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm? The Pharaoh plague? I think there is some mistake. I don't...
Looks like I'm clear.
We're too close to let tribal primitives stop us now. The data points, what did they contain?
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said. Not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we couldn't negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, U.S. Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost...
With Suzanne Alpert. I'm sure you now...
CD02 data intact. Initiating playback.
Elizabeth Sobek. You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real. So, the whole Earth destroyed, but... All right. You've heard the bad... Then... Made?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life. For us. But... why Hades, then? If it was part of Gaia, how'd it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? And why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
And Hephaestus. Taking over.
Of course I'll do it.
I'm as confused as
To be given the opportunity to rebuild what I...
Maybe the answer's
damaged? Well, I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
Of course I'll do it.
If you're still nauseous. No, the inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I'd believe.
Is he to make sure I behave this time?
If you're still not.
Medical wing inaccessible.
Intruder! Get her!
About to get loud.
Whatever you do, don't die now.
I hashed it out with them. What the point of Artemis was. I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians. And the idea of a reconstituted biosphere... well, it's horrifying, isn't it?
Let this impale me! Survive!
The word of shot.
Power's down.
Is there another route?
I've done this before. Just need my focus.
Now, those lame FBI blackheads at Mockingbird back in the day, I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe...
Dawn. He is odd, in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Sauvé? Christina Sauvé?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should...
Here we go. Another one of these. Need to find the right configuration.
Hey. Hey. I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse.
There's a part missing.
I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out. Hey.
Now, the...
Zero.
I hashed it out with...
Done. I should check the door nearby. Found one. Looks intact. Forget about traveling light. That should do the trick. Now let's get that door open. That did it. Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact. That's the last of them.
HVAC structural failure. Repeat.
Or not.
There! I see something!
Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Then get moving. You have to find Gaia.
Full already. I'll take this.
Alert. Structural failure prevents access.
I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. You probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden...
If Hephaestus was part of a system designed to save life, why would it use cyan to make a cauldron?
Why indeed?
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. You probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics.
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
More eclipse.
Careful now.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world, ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection
If I bring her back,
this lost. The Ancients' greatest gift to us.
Greatest? How about the fact we exist at all?
To abide in ignorance is a curse, Aloy. You of all people should know that.
Bleed for them!
That's the last of them. Alone once more.
In what should have been a cave of wonders.
Dr. Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers. It wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled. But to what end? My only lasting achievement was the extinction of life on Earth. And my one redeeming act, if any, was to delay that extinction by days or weeks, by throwing more death at it. It is my hope that there will be no need for men like me in the world to come. If you are one of the people of that future world listening to this message, please know that I am sorry and that I wish you well. Sincerely, Aaron Harris.
Welcome to Hades, Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol. The ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what the... what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right.
Looks like the only way onwards.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species. Unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048...
Dr. Sobek, please archive.
Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances. But, as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted Alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
Would benefit from antilocone morphologies, though Caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability. You're a quick study, Gaia. Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of morphologies.
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing?
Pure logic won't cut it.
Us would benefit from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Looks like it used to hold something. Some component that got removed.
You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final statement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Yes. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that.
You will undergo a brief period of unconscious...
The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
Eclipse.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
Still alive. Good. I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child. My entire life, I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion of the sun. Even when Jiran was murdered, even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny. Until you came along. When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind. As sure as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. It grew when High Priest Bahavas went missing. And when the true Sun King Itamen was snatched away. It not only grew, but multiplied. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist, a simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
See that scar on your cheek? You didn't get to finish.
Yes, I remember. He fought well. For a savage.
His name was Rost, and he was a better man than you could ever hope to be.
The better man is the one who doesn't end up with his guts steaming on the ground. No. It wasn't him. I could have finished you before he attacked. But I didn't. It was that I finally You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to eliminate High Priest meant to snatch it conversely. I was meant everything, as it was.
Spare me the religion. You can dress up your cruelty in holy.
An odd slight.
A killer of Hades. It doesn't care.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow.
Do you really not hear how ridiculous? You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine.
I'll remember though. You failed, and with
Then open this cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. The errant beast, now caged, will... Oh, speaking of after you crash the Eclipse network, to rally the forces there, and mount an invasion of the... I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch...
Why butcher dozens of innocents for...
You're right. In any... Thank you not... You're focused, and yet...
Karja faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day soon to break. And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this... I have become an instrument of prophecy. All halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold! Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause? Many years ago, to consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Turan ordered many faithless, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth. Mighty is the behemoth in the eye of the sun, but it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadow. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die. Let her be the first of thousands!
I'll never beat that thing without weapons. All my weapons are up on the platform. There's no way out of this ring. Maybe I could use its strength against it. He's coming. Charging. I wasn't built to take a behemoth's charge either. That pillar's weak. Another hit, and that pillar will come down. Getting ready to charge. The walls are strong, but the pillars don't. They weren't built to take a charge from a crazed behemoth. I should try luring the behemoth into the pillars. Guess who got her weapons back? Now you're just a... big dumb target. Come and get it! Those components on the sides of its head. They've got something to do with his lift attacks. That canister on its belly looks important. on the tips. Cryo arrow should set it off.
Silence! Shadows, kill her! Kill her!
Why leave it to them? Come get me yourself! So you're here. Really here. You risked your life.
Of course I did. If you'd been killed, the Nora's sacred mountain would never have given up its secrets.
Too bad you wasted your time, then. Helis destroyed my focus. And the Alpha Registry with it.
Not at all. The whole time I've been monitoring your focus, I've duplicated every data file you scanned. Installing that data to a new focus was trivially easy. Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
You're really good at making it impossible to like you, Silence. But I guess I need this.
It's time to see where you were born. Maybe you'll even learn why.
Yeah. Meet the machine that birthed me into this world.
I'll be off.
Wait.
Yes?
How did you track my location?
Really, Aloy? It doesn't take a genius to surmise that Helis would... I wore out 2 Striders getting here in time, but I did.
Since when can you
Ever since you discovered the technique. I had to destroy a corruptor to obtain, but your example showed me how to do that. Truth be told, though, of course.
Great. Helis recognized you. You told me that you'd assisted the Eclipse.
So now you know. The man...
I'll be on my way. The tribes...
Oh, absolutely.
What?
When the time is right, I'll contact you. In the meantime...
You think of everything.
One of us has to. Aloy, for your sake, I hope there is someone waiting there for you inside the mountain. Not a what, but a who. Yeah!
Plant your feet. Steady. That smell. Trees. On fire. The embrace.